today on EA Sports. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Extra point forthcoming. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rich. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Langford and Stills over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Langford. That's caught by Kelly. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And one more time. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Rich. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The Falcons at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 2nd down, it's Stanley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Rich. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's Allen, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, good. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Allen.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Langford able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Langford. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So out come the Falcons now.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Operating from the gun, Rich. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Back to throw again.
Got a man, it's London. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Rich, flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down now, it's Stanley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Right back to him on first down. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The football going back over to Arizona now. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll run on first down. Stanley.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. On 2nd down, it's Stanley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rich forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Langford, and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, Langford looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
To throw on second down. Langford. Allen's got it over the middle.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Back to throw. Langford. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Stanley. And some room to roam now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st down, Stanley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what this...
And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich being chased out left.
And caught by London.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Stanley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. To throw on second down. Rich.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 1st down, Rich.
Into the hands of London. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Stanley.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Rich. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Down. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Falcons have taken the lead. in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Langford, complete to Kelly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he lost the football, but I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Langford,
Pickens on the slant.
and that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Langford. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on 1st down. Langford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Langford.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Langford. He's got it.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. The 49ers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Throwing to start the drive. Langford. Allen's got it complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
On fourth down, Langford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. Do you think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On third down, Rich. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on second down. Langford. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Langford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Up the middle they go. Stanley, and only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first and 10, Rich. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable second and 13. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
To throw on second down. Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Stanley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rich. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On 1st down, Rich. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Rich. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Langford. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Langford. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Langford. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Langford. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need